whistle! Blow the whistle! Let's go, boys!
It's time for the greatest little internet radio show, Blow the Whistle. Always live on SportsSoundChicago.com and on Twitch at SportsSoundShy. Tyler, Butterball, Beaterball.
I knew this kid was going to be a complete mess, like a youth mess, not meth. See, I think he needs to go to Allstate because when you're covered by mayhem, you'll be better protected.
Andrew, Pepe, Valentin.
How can you say that high school's sports is not about business when the IMG Academy, who is supposed to be a legitimate high school, goes for $1.25 billion? Game time.
David, Double D, Dykstra.
Hope and pray to God that Jordan Love twists his ankle so bad that you get to see this godforsaken mess that is Sean Mother Trucking Clifford.
Nick, No Gimmicks, Johnston.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I mean, Josh Allen had the same stat line as Lamar Jackson. You're not getting him any fuss. He literally has one less touchdown than Lamar Jackson, and you're not saying anything.
Tyler Beaterball, Andrew Valentin, David Dykstra, and Nick Johnson. Your greatest little internet radio show everywhere you go.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to Blow the Whistle here on SportsSoundChicago.com, on Twitch and YouTube. Welcome, everybody. We all hope that you have a marvelous weekend. I am your host, as always, Tyler Butterball Beaterball. I'm along with
No Gimmicks, Nick Johnston.
David Double D Dykstra.
and we don't have Andrew Valentin today. He's got some stuff going on, so he's got the day off.
It sounds so morbid. He just might be tired.
Well, yeah, it could be that too. He's got stuff going on. You know. But
He's on death's door, people. Death's door.
We wish him well.
We wish him the best.
Yeah. Best of luck, man.
In all your future endeavors.
Yeah, man.
He's safe and well. He texted us, so we know he's well.
Yeah.
But he's probably tired. The man works nonstop, so he's just taking the day off. No biggie, because we're still gonna do a lot of football today, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be recapping week 3 of the Bears, talk a little Falcons since our Falcons boy is over here. Then we're going to go to the rest of NFL, recap the rest of week 3, along with previewing tonight's doubleheader Monday Night Football. And then we're going to react to week 4 of the college football. And then we're going to do a little off the rails.
Another train.
Choo-choo.
Good Lord.
But having fun to mask the pain.
Yeah, because there was some pain over the weekend. I got doubled down, but we'll talk about that.
That's
That
right.
couldn't have felt
Yeah.
good.
No, it didn't. I wanted to cry.
I got a bone to pick, too.
Okay.
Just putting it out there, man.
No, that's
Just putting
okay.
it out there.
I mean, I have plenty to pick too. But yes, we are Blow the Whistle. You guys can find us on all social medias at Blow T Whistle 1. That's BLOWTWHISTLE1. You can also listen back to all of our episodes on your favorite podcast platform, which is Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. I would say QuadPod, but they kind of ruined the bit for us for going out of
For
business.
ceasing to exist.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So-
It'll all be okay.
They forgot to pay the bills, so if it makes you feel any better.
The lights are no longer on. They are
Yes.
not Motel 6.
No. So, boys, you ready to recap some Bears and Falcons?
Let's go.
All right, we'll kick it off with the Bears first. Bears lose week 3, 21-16 against the Colts at Indianapolis. Caleb Williams going 33 for 52. And he threw for 363 yards, which is the most by a Bears rookie quarterback. So, bravo.
Most on the week, I believe.
Yeah. He actually leads the NFL most passing yards in a game. I mean, that would help for throwing 52 times. So let's just go right into it real quick. I mean, this was a game that I think people were having optimism that the Bears were able to bounce back. Still a lot of foolery on the offense, just not being able to convert and get things going early in the game, while the defense was pretty much holding this for the Bears. But I mean, David, you made a point to me yesterday, and I want to get some more of your thoughts on this. Is that, I mean, I can't disagree.
You want my thoughts?
You said that this was the worst first half in any NFL game. I have to agree with you, but just explain more.
This may have been the worst played first half of football in the NFL I've personally ever watched in my entire life. And that's saying a lot because I'm an old fart.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot. Man, I'm back in the days when they actually had fullbacks in the backfield, I formation kind of stuff. These were two horrible quarterbacks in the first half, making lots of mistakes, not being able to throw the ball to routine throws. Caleb looked completely out of place, especially, and I've said it from the beginning, my biggest worry about him is what he looks like under pressure. You can look fantastic when you have all the time in the world to go and throw the ball. I want to see what you look like. His feet looked awful. His decisions were awful. And then even when he did have time, he was holding the ball too long and then pocket collapses. Because let's be real. I'm not putting it all on Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that guy that's going to be like, it's all Caleb Williams. He's the number 1 overall pick. He should have completely changed why am I sounding like Trump all of a sudden? That was weird. That being said, that offensive line, when it did give him time, he held the ball too long and went through his progressions too slowly, and it ended up costing them.
Right.
He made bad decisions in that first half. The second half, he looked a little better, but how much is that the Indianapolis Colt defense backing off after they were up 21-7, going, all right, we're just going to play prevent at this point. The run game still non-existent.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad things going on that offensive side to where I'm waiting for that defense to go pick it up or we're going to start punching you in the mouth.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree. Because, I mean, you could tell because the defense was holding them their own in that first half, and they were just getting tired because the offense was getting off the field way too fast.
That whole second half was that defense being absolutely exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan Taylor figured it out halfway through and was able to run.
That
run
jump
around.
cut, by the way,
that was
on Edmonds was sick.
That was swifty.
Sick. I'll say this. I think taking Davis out and saying, oh, he has a groin issue was because I forget who replaced him.
Matt
Pryor actually only looked bad on really one play that I saw where dude just straight up beat him and made him look funny. But other than that, you didn't hear anything about him. Braxton Jones has issues one-on-one with great edge rushers, and every team now knows this. So they're going to put their best edge rusher up against Braxton Jones. I watched him physically get pushed back by a rookie player where his feet were planted and the dude still scooted him. And that is a big boy in Braxton Jones.
It's demoralizing. Yeah.
It is. I mean, especially coming from a rookie, their best edge rusher, DeForest Buckner, wasn't even playing.
But once again, this all comes back to one thing, and I will compare it to something later that we will get to, and I'll make this comparison. This all comes back to your coaching.
Yeah.
And adjustments that you're not making on the fly. If Braxton's having issues with Latu, you need to have somebody there to chip.
Yeah.
Or to at least be there to be like,
right.
Just to give Braxton just a breath.
Second,
a tight end chip or keep the wide receiver in just a little bit longer just in case. No. We need to go 4 wide with no one in the backfield because Caleb's Caleb.
Like you even just need like Cole Kmet, just a little press and release, and then he can just go off for something short and then just dump it off to him.
He had a nice game.
He did. No, he did.
Cole Kmet looked great yesterday.
30 targets.
3 weeks for them to use him.
Yeah.
That's the thing that was frustrating me most.
Well, again, the 50 passes, I'm okay with that if that's going to be the identity of the Bears offense going forward. I talked about this last week. We don't know. It's obviously not the run game. That's not going to happen. So if the Bears are going to pass 40 to 50 times a game, I'm okay with that. You got to be consistent. And I love the idea that 30 of those targets went to Rome, DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. And I'm hoping and I'm waiting. I really think Keenan Allen not being there is a humongous factor.
I will say
I
this.
agree.
I will say this. You have a 3-headed monster behind that in that running back.
Oh,
room.
100%. Roshan's looked the best so far, and he's been the least amount of time.
And yesterday, you see Roshan's feed him the ball.
Yeah.
Feed him the ball.
He was the hot hand.
That defense does not like physical runners.
No.
You saw it in week 1. You saw it in week 2. They do not like people that are physical with them. They eventually break down. So why would, instead of having the slashers like Herbert and Swift back there, feed it to the rock and just let him eat.
Yeah.
That was the problem. Like Roshan only had 8 carries. DeAndre Swift only had 13 carries. Khalil with 4. It's just like
being down the whole time, it doesn't help, obviously.
No, but it's like the thing is
you need to establish the run.
You need to establish a run. It doesn't matter, like, if you are down or not, because like on that 1 3rd and 4, like
the game was dragging because they were passing so much.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if the game felt like it was going forever.
Yeah.
But that was the problem. It's just like you need to get the run game going. And then like that 3rd and 4, it's just like, why are you having Rome Odunze run downfield? Just have someone do a quick little route. Like everyone just went go. It's like you don't need to go deep. Just get the flipping first down.
Clearly the timing is off still with some people, and that's going to happen when you're having a developing quarterback. And it's the idea that not looking for just a guy to fill it in now. You want him to be a star. So I can live with the slow developing still right now. It's that clearly offensive line is the problem. Can't establish the run for that reason.
Right.
But you're already in shotgun, so you might as well pass that many times. So again, I'm okay with that.
I'll say this much.
That's a lingering issue.
I'll give him a flat 300 for that game, because that one Hail Mary was just pure BS. Should have been a touchdown. Yeah. Should have been a touchdown.
No, it should have been.
So I'll give him a legitimate 315 for the day.
I'm still happy. I mean, to me,
315 is a great number.
I'm still seeing progress from Caleb, which that's why I'm like, I'm not panicking with him yet.
No.
Is he still making some of the same mistakes? Yes, but you're seeing a lot more progression where he is making his reads. He is getting the ball out. He averaged the ball getting out quicker about like 2.3 seconds, which is a little bit faster than what he has been the first 2 weeks.
His internal clock and his pocket presence is not good right now.
Yeah. No,
he has to realize he accounted for 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and a fumble.
I didn't like the one interception wasn't his fault.
I will actually say
it was thrown so hard it bounced off. So
I'm not saying it wasn't completely his fault. That pass I can say probably should have been caught, but at the same time,
it was a risky throw.
Yeah.
It's a risky throw. That internal clock has to go off when you know a dude's
the timing will get better.
Mm-hmm.
Timing will get better.
Hoping so for you guys. Like I said from the beginning, I'm not rooting against him at this point. I'm rooting for you guys, but at the same time, all these things that I told you guys to watch out for when you drafted him are kind of coming to fruition.
Well, like how I mentioned it when I was telling you, when I was watching film between the quarterbacks in this draft, and the biggest thing is Caleb plays too much hero ball. Yeah. We're still seeing it here, which I will totally freely admit on. I think what he just needs to understand and realize is that you are better off just throwing the ball away and just lose it down rather than trying to do the scrambling
100%
when that pocket collapses. Because with how the offensive line has been, there's no room where you can escape. I mean, very few quarterbacks. Justin Fields did it a handful of times, but there were still a lot of times where he even couldn't get it out of it. And at that point, you just got to have a little bit higher QB IQ by just throwing that ball away, not risking losing yardage, and just resetting and like, all right, next down, let's go.
Got King B-Mac chiming in. He's disagreeing with me. Passing 50 plus times is way too much, which I mean, I didn't say 50 plus. I said between 40 and 50.
Yeah.
And that's what he followed up with. 34 to 45 times a game is about where you want to be, especially against a team with a poor run defense like the Colts. But again, can't get the run game going if the offensive line is so bad. Well, and then Shane Waldron's passing his play calls are emphasized because, well, the offensive line is so bad.
Well, but Shane didn't give the opportunity to really get the run game going. I guess, like, I understand, like,
it was the option call on 4th and goal.
That was.
Did we realize what the Colts were doing? They were 9 in the box the whole game.
Mhm.
The whole game. 9 in the box, first and second down. 9 in the box because they weren't going to let the Bears run all over them like the previous 2 weeks. They just weren't.
Right.
But you had a guy that was clipping off at a good pace in Johnson. Why you don't stick with the hot hand? You do it any other time in the NFL. You stick with the guy that's hot. You stick with the guy that's clipping. Like I've watched Baltimore Ravens games where they're like, okay, King Henry isn't hitting this week, but damn if they didn't feed King Henry this week because he was clipping at a huge rate.
I would be happy. I would be more fine with Caleb throwing like 40 to 50 passes a game. That's just if the Bears were scoring like 30 plus. Because, I mean, in those situations, if you're throwing that much, you should be blown away the team if you're throwing the ball that much.
Well, and I also talked to you guys about my biggest concern coming out of preseason was the fact that they didn't put it in the end zone. Hardly at all. And it's now translating into the regular season where they're having a tough time converting in the red zone. Although
they did.
The funniest thing that whole game was watching Odunze and Caleb fight over that ball.
That was
that was hilarious.
That was so good.
Who keeps it?
Odunze.
Yeah,
without a shadow of a doubt.
Well, I don't think it's not gonna matter because you know what's gonna end up, right? Canton.
Oh, stop.
So I'm okay. They can fight over it now.
Oh, good Lord.
No, I mean, even Romo was just like, he even said, like, I feel like I should get the ball because we know that Caleb's going to throw a lot more passing touchdowns, and Caleb's probably going to give it to Rome because Caleb had another touchdown later that game.
Caleb probably kept that ball.
Rome cut it in half.
Probably.
Just slice it down the middle.
Most of those balls, guys end up getting like one of the panels taken out. For the significance of the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if they cut it in half and half the
Can
ball
they take Caleb's acrylic nails off and then put those on the laces? And then,
dear Lord.
Just have like prints of the red skin of the ball.
I mean, what's the next step? What's the next step?
Well, I mean, if you're going down the line of what was the problems in week 1 and what has slowly progressed, I mean, they got Cole Kmet involved, so that's check marked off.
Because it doesn't get any easier.
Getting Keenan Allen healthy and back in there, as opposed to just being on the sideline and coaching up everything else. Getting him back in and healthy would be the goal. And then finally, maybe hopefully getting the run game going to some point. But otherwise, like I said, just establishing like, hey, we're just going to throw 40 plus times in a game. Let's see what can get done.
I do think with Keenan Allen out is a big loss because, I mean, that is a veteran top receiver that you invested a 4th round pick in for. And I mean, eventually he's going to be getting back soon. Doesn't sound like the injury's
they
too
said
bad.
Since he's joined the league, he's leading 3rd down conversions.
Yes.
Or something like that. I mean, so
he's the number 1 wide receiver when it comes to 3rd down conversions.
And that's where they're struggling. So I mean, getting him back would definitely help this offense and just everything else kind of moving forward. The biggest thing, obviously, is the offensive line. Like, I think Matt Pryor is a little bit of an upgrade than Nate Davis, but I mean, it's still the center position, which
like
I'm hoping.
How many times did you hear Pryor's name yesterday? Once?
Yeah, very rarely. He held his own. I will say he didn't. He looked.
That's all you need at guard.
Right.
You need someone who's solid. You don't need somebody who's gonna like truck through the first line and the second line. You just need a dude who's serviceable and is going to know his blocking assignments, not just stand around looking around going, where do I go?
Do we know if Pryor practiced with the first team all week?
Probably not.
Okay, because I'm like,
I hadn't heard about the Davis thing until like Sunday.
Right. No, me neither. And so that's why I'm like wondering, maybe I'm not making excuses.
It's a groin. Issue.
Oh yeah, no.
For those who aren't on Twitch or YouTube, I just did air quotes when I said the word groin.
So I mean, part of it could be maybe I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but maybe Caleb just wasn't sure what kind of guy Pryor was, and like actually would be able to hold his own and not have to like panic after a half a second. But still, no excuse. There's still a lot of mistakes that Caleb was making, and now I think it's just.
Well, it doesn't get any easier for him. The Rams are coming in next week.
Oh, I know. I was hoping that was Panthers, but
you can't even say Panthers now.
Well, I know.
All of a sudden, the Red Rifle knows how to throw football again.
What the hell is going on? Someone said, someone put the stats of Andy Dalton and Justin Fields and then Caleb Williams, and they're like, Chicago is QBU.
Love it.
I mean,
I think it's funny. But so yeah, Bears fall. There's a lot of still work.
While I have you guys, I'm going to ask you guys this question now. And I
Okay.
want it to marinate, and I want you to think about it because a lot of callers this morning on 670.
Okay.
Still riding with Caleb, or you missed Justin just a
No,
little bit?
I do
No.
not miss Fields at all.
I love Fields still, but I'm happy with Caleb. I'm a lot happier with
It's
Caleb.
amazing what a great organization and a great scheme does for a guy, huh?
Caleb's
Well-
at where Justin Fields is right now.
I beg to differ.
I wouldn't.
And honestly, I've already seen more progress from Caleb within the first 3 weeks than Justin
I
within the
beg to
first
differ.
couple of years.
Yeah.
He's thrown one interception in 3 games.
Well, he's being smart with the ball. I get that.
Listen, I'll say this.
Yeah,
I'm
Najee Harris
right there.
also averages
He's-
70 yards a game,
I'll-
so it's a
I'll
help.
also-
I wouldn't say
I'll also
Justin's
say
the
this.
reason for their 3-0.
He's part of the reason.
He's part of the
He's not making mistakes,
Yeah.
right.
and that's all they're asking him to do.
But
So if
come
you're
playoff time, that's
You can say that all you want. Baltimore Ravens won a championship with a quarterback.
that was back then.
That gone
This
are
is
those
different.
days.
You can say that. You can say that all you want.
They'll be above
Pittsburgh
500
Steelers-
again.
Pittsburgh Steelers have not let more than 10 points be on that board
Oh, I know. But that's the
so
defense.
far.
And then if I said it,
TJ.
TJ Watt goes down, that's a whole different story.
It changes
Right.
story completely.
So that's
and
why I'm
not going to
saying
disagree with
It's
that.
it's TJ Watt more so than Justin
Oh,
Fields.
100% TJ Watt's more important to that team than
Right. So what I'm saying is
Justin Fields is.
that's why
but-
I can't say
But
Justin's
the
really
more
winning them
confidence
games.
that Justin gets, and I've seen it week to week to week. He looked impressive
No, I will say he's
against San Diego
And
or
I've-
against LA. Pardon.
and I've
the
said it
Chargers.
and I've said it before that the Bears ruined Justin Fields. I would say like they didn't give him enough help, and they had Luke Getsy as offensive coordinator, making him change everything that he knew.
You've heard the joke, right?
Mm.
That they've got to brush the Getsy off of him in Pittsburgh. They were giving
mean-
him a year to brush the Getsy off of him.
Yeah,
They really do believe in him in Pittsburgh. I don't think
he's a talented player.
unless Justin gets injured. I don't think Russ is seeing the field this year,
Probably not. No.
And I'm okay with that because then the Bears will get a 4th round pick.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
Here's what
Do
I'm
they
saying.
trade Russ?
I don't know why Miami isn't on Miami on that
I've
right
also
now.
seen people interested in Bryce Young.
Yeah,
too, so.
there's that room on.
If Bryce goes to Miami, do you really think they want to have that conversation again?
They already got Snoop Huntley down there, so
I know. I'm just for me, I'm with you guys. I think hindsight being 2020, I think they made the right call. I think Caleb is going to be a talented dude. Do I think he takes you guys to a Super Bowl? I don't know. But do I think he was the better choice at the time because Justin was just broken?
Mm.
Absolutely 100%. Now, Justin keeps getting that confidence and building that confidence in that organization. That Steelers team could be dangerous.
You can't say Russ because he's benched.
yeah.
Danger.
Dangerfields.
Danger Justin.
Watch out, it's a little spicy.
But
I agree.
completely
He's in the right. Justin's in the right spot where he needs to be.
It
He
was
needed
either
a fresh
there or
start.
Atlanta, and I think he would have thrived in both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, still happy with what they did. Well, speaking of Atlanta, let's quickly.
Do you like that?
Do we have
transition,
time?
Henry? Yeah, we
all
have
right,
time.
all
We have
right.
time.
Let's quickly talk about your boys because they put up a fight against.
Didn't look bad.
No,
didn't look
and
bad
you
at
said
all.
that they were going to get their asses
I
kicked.
thought they would get donkey stomped pretty hard. I did not realize. Did both of you watch the game at all last night?
Yeah,
I caught glimpses.
Did you realize Justin Simmons had 6 interceptions on Patrick Mahomes?
that was the only thing they were talking about afterwards.
I was like, no way.
yeah.
Dude owns Patrick Mahomes. Like legit. Even Patrick Mahomes says like he's my arch nemesis when it comes to the defensive side of the ball.
He said that was the first thing when they were getting interviewed. He's like, I already know you're going to ask about him. So
I mean, Patrick Mahomes doing Patrick Mahomes things. Once again, I think it's a difference between a winning culture and a losing culture. Atlanta needs to learn how to win. And yeah, Kurt knows how to win. It's having everybody else behind him
Yeah, he's with a lot of young guys.
know that they can win as well.
Also, why is Tyler Algier in the most important opportunities in that game? I wasn't quite sure of that. All the third and shorts, all the
Bigger back gets he's an in between the tackle runner. He's that guy that
but you got to give it to your most talented guy in my mind.
I don't even know if Bijan's the most talented dude on that team.
Really?
There's
give it to London or Pitts?
Pitts might be the most athletic dude on that team.
He could,
but they're not even using him enough.
They did last night.
Well, they got him for the one.
They got him
bomb.
yeah.
Well, and
then
I
it
think
was mostly him that made that the yards after.
I'll be very honest with you. I think Pitts getting integrated into this system is going to take, I'd say, maybe 6-7 games before he really starts clipping like
He needs to
the
hurry up.
big
He's on my
time guy.
fantasy.
Hey, for me, this is a building block for me, at least. This is something where, hey, we played with the best in the NFL. We were right there.
Mhm.
We didn't get over the hump, but we were right there. And I'll give Kirk credit where credit's due. Were there times that he looked god awful? Yeah.
Yeah.
But there were also times where he made really sharp throws, and I was like, okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean that's what
I
you're going to
still
get.
think Michael Penix should be playing, but that's just me.
I think he was mentioned last night.
Uh,
All right.
I do like the fact, I will say this. I love the fact that Michael Penix is right up on the line, watching every single play that's going on, learning,
Yeah.
talking to Cousins after every series, going, okay, what would you have done here? What would you have done there? He is learning how to be. So to me, I think it's already been discussed with at least Michael, maybe not Kurt. Hey, you're our future. 2 years, 3 years down the road, this is going to be your team because we can get rid of Kurt. And let's go. Am I disappointed they lost? Yeah, because they had some opportunity to win that game. I may have a new favorite running back in the NFL though.
Who's
What is
that?
that?
Steele.
Carson Steele.
Carson Steele's a dude.
Did you guys see that?
Him and Crocky J.
Did you
He's a
see
dude.
that? His sister's wedding was that night,
Yep.
and it had the game on.
Yeah.
How
That's pretty
bad
cool.
is it that your sister had no confidence in the fact that you making an NFL team that she made her wedding arrangements?
on NFL
I mean,
Sunday.
to be fair, I mean, undrafted free agent.
What if he
going
played
to
for the
camp.
Jets? He could have had that day off. He would have been.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He got drafted by the Jets or.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I just overall for me a solid game from the defense as well. I holding the Chiefs to 22. I'm okay with.
Yeah.
You just didn't score enough points. You had opportunities, but once again, it's that winning culture that decides, for me at least, who makes that play. If you're winning culture, Bijan's making that first down and you've got another set of downs. Or you make that play in the previous possession and you're in there for a touchdown.
I mean, then I felt like in that whole drive, they were, getting it, finding Drake London for like 7 yards out, and then he would take another. I don't know. I feel like they could have made a better decision there, of course, but hindsight 2020. But
Hindsight, 2020.
I know it's tough.
Listen,
I'm not going to sit there.
We're going to have a whole lot of hindsight when
Yeah.
we're talking college football.
Of course, yeah. I'm not.
Poor Tyler.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here hammering them. It was a great play by Nick Bolton. If at the end of the day, you just got to tip your cap that way. Sometimes.
Yeah, and that's once again, I don't know. Once like you said, do you really need to call a running play against probably top 5, if not top 3 run defenses in the NFL to try and get that 1 yard screenplay, quick out, something?
Yeah.
Especially with one of the more accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. It makes you wonder. By the way, there was a Joe Flacco sighting yesterday.
Oh, was there? I didn't even catch it. I missed
You
it.
didn't see him
No.
sitting there talking to Anthony Richardson?
Mm.
No, remember I was at the
Backup.
nephew's
He's
birthday party.
the Colts backup.
Yeah, no, I knew he was there, but
Yeah, sitting right beside you. You got to wonder the age gap there. Anthony's probably looking at him and going, dude, shut up.
shut up, punk.
You never ran like me. You never will run like me.
I won a Super Bowl when you were a child.
Getting back to the Bears game, the one thing that I found most interesting on the other side of the ball, Anthony Richardson, that dude could not hit an out if his life depended on it.
No, God,
He is horrible mid-range.
there was a couple of
horrid.
a whole half person over.
Me and Scotty were talking about that on Friday. How if that was gonna be the game plan, make Anthony Richardson throw
The mid-range,
between 10 to 20 yards. Otherwise, deep balls he's gonna hit those every
The
single
kid's
time.
got a cannon,
Yeah.
but God, does he not have any precision?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Some of
accuracy-
those where
Holy-
his wide receivers were wide open and he just flighted it
Yeah,
on him, and
yeah.
I'm like, "What are you doing?"
I mean, the
Easy
interception
pick,
in the end
fella.
zone, I felt like that was like Madden for me, where I'm just like, I'm predetermined to throw it to a receiver, and he just ended up throwing right into Edmonds' hands. She's like, what do you?
Yeah, that was just weird. He just was like, yeah, here you go.
Yeah,
I think
that is
I
yours
think
now.
Sanborn tipped it at the
could've.
line.
He could have.
I think
He
his-
might have. I don't know. It
'cause
just looked.
Richardson did this as he was
Mm.
walking off. So I think Sanborn did tip it. But I thought I kind of looked at Monica yesterday. I said, I think these two are just challenging each other to see who can whip the ball the hardest. At one point, I was just like,
There were some passes from both guys that was just like easy.
yeah, dude, calm down.
Slow it down. All right. Well, we recapped Bears and Falcons. We're going to recap the rest of the NFL as it is a weird week and apparently the year of the Redheads. We'll talk about that next here on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
Joe's Hot Dogs has been around since 1953, but I promise it's not old news. You don't have to like hot dogs to like Joe's on Plainfield Road in Joliet. Italian beef, hot dogs, shakes, and sides. My family's had a relationship with Joe's Hot Dogs for 3 generations. Golden fries with a tad bit of salt and the perfect amount of crunch come in a bag as big as your hand. And that's just small. For more on the menu, visit joeshotdogsjoliet.com, bringing that classic Chicago flavor to the suburbs. That's Joe's Hot Dogs across from CVS on Plainfield Road in Joliet.
At the football game, Jim shows the telltale signs of being wasted. He starts flexing for the camera. He refers to his muscles as gunboats. He screams, "How's this for a halftime show?" Jim streaks the field.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many to drive. But what if you've had just one too many to drive? Never underestimate just a few. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, the Ad Council, and this station.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and Windy City News Radio.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is now the Illinois Media School. We've been an institution in the Chicagoland area now for 30 years. Because the broadcasting world is always changing, so are we. Not only are we teaching radio and television production, but now you can learn all aspects of the media industry, like web design. You can even specialize in TV or film, sports broadcasting, and even sales. No matter where you are in the Chicagoland area, we have a campus near you. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com.
Maybe that was money. Tell me that wasn't money.
Yo, check us out. We are the go-to guys. I'm your boy Space.
I'm your boy MC.
Check us out every Thursday
From 4 to 5 p.m.
We spitting all facts, all sports, all day.
Yes, sir. Who else you gonna go to in the clutch?
Lillard, long range three, and it's good!
Keeping you up to date with all the latest sports news.
We are.
The go-to guys.
Where else you gonna get all your sports news from?
You know.
SportsTownChicago.com.
Oh, yeah. Blow the whistle here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Still here with you.
Wait. Let's do it right this time. BT Dub.
BT Dub.
BT Dub.
BT Dub.
Hey,
here on
Ask him what
SportsTownChicago.com.
happened on Friday.
Yeah, both times. It was during BKW and then actually during No Substitute afterward. I did it too. It's like, yeah, we're gonna do BK dub. And then,
That's great.
I was like, this is what we get for having shows with the same initials except for the middle. This is what we deserve.
Back here with you on BT Dub on SportsTownChicago.com. What in the world? Sorry, I just got a text from the wife. I just almost got attacked by a goose walking to my car, and I think that should be the reason.
They're evil.
They are.
They're evil, Em. Stay away from the gooses and
they
the
got
geese.
those teeth, and they got the teeth behind the teeth, right? Is that
I went golfing with my brother a few weeks ago, and
Geese are nasty, dude.
there was a flock of them right next to the green. My brother had to go putt, and he's like, I'm like, just whack it with the golf club if you have to. Hit them with their putter. They're evil.
I grew up on a golf course, like from age 5 to 18, morning, noons, and nights during spring, summer, and fall. I was on the golf course playing golf. Geese are mean, dude.
I accidentally hit one with the
Canadian
ball.
geese are nasty, nasty beasts.
I accidentally hit one with the ball. I chipped it way over to the green and it just skipped and it just nailed a goose. It was
They go,
fine.
"Arr!"
No, it was like skip, and then just doof. And I was like, oh, grad.
Have you ever
Crap.
had geese? Have you ever
Like
eaten
eaten
geese?
it?
Yeah.
No.
I
Very,
think so.
it's very gamey.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to try geese.
Gamier than duck and leaner than duck. It's not fun.
Oh, I might have had duck. I think that was.
I almost want to eat them. So then if I see one, I'm like, I ate your cousin. So leave me alone.
Yeah.
That's right. I have
I
goose
will
on my
cook
breath.
you and put you in a stew.
I have goose blood
Yeah.
in my system.
Your bird brain is no match for my people brain.
All right, we're talking. We're recapping more week 3 of the NFL as it was the week for the Redheads. With that being said, the Minnesota Vikings demolished the Houston Texans 34-7. I really want to talk about this because what in the world are, like I said to you, what are they drinking in Minnesota?
I just want to give myself a little pat on the back for 3 weeks in. I've been talking about Sam Darnold for comeback player of the year since week 0. That offense, it's not that Sam Darnold's a worse quarterback or a better quarterback. He's being smarter with the ball.
Yeah.
One. And as he said in his interview, just taking it one play at a time. Just taking it one play at a time. I'm like, dude, if you say one play at a time one more time, I swear to God. But you have
Stale.
you have that's an understatement. You have an elite wide receiver room.
Yeah.
And he's using it to his benefit.
Well, hell, Aaron Jones is freaking pounding
Aaron,
the rock.
Aaron Jones is like, maybe I was the guy you should have kept.
Yeah, I still didn't understand that Green Bay letting him go to the.
And out of
same
nowhere, this
division.
guy Joshua Naylor is that his first name?
Oh, he's not out
Oh,
of nowhere.
Jalen Naylor.
Jalen. Okay.
He's
Yeah.
not out of nowhere.
Okay.
He's been in the league for, I'd say, at least 5 years.
But no one knew who he was.
Yeah.
I did,
Mystery man.
but he was always that third down or fourth wide receiver on any team. But now you're doubling Jefferson, Addison.
They didn't even have Addison.
Yeah, he was out.
Yeah, he was
Addison was
out.
out?
Yeah.
So I
That's what
mean,
makes this more bizarre.
for me, it's the scheme. That the guy that took over the Vikings, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head, is a certifiable offensive genius.
O'Connell.
you're talking about?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kevin
yeah.
O'Connell is a genius. And now that oh my gosh, I'm having a horrible time with names today.
The
defensive Flores. Thank you.
Yeah. I forgot he was over there.
Boo, boo, boo. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Comes with age.
Listen,
40%
I've
of
been
the
up
time, it doesn't
I've been
work
up for
all
12
the time.
hours. Kiss my butt.
Yeah.
Present it.
Present boot. But Flores has now got that defense dialed in.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the biggest issue the last 2 years for the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
They had the offense to go deep,
Mhm.
but that defense couldn't stop squat.
No.
And now Flores has that defense humming. Woo-hoo!
Yeah. I mean, at least us two and Andrew
Yeah, don't let me in with your shenanigans.
said that Minnesota was going to finish dead last. It's still early in the year, but
I'm very proud of some of the predictions I've made this year
but
that
they're
have come
looking-
true.
They've playing really good against good teams.
Yeah.
Like this one was against Houston. Last week was against the Niners.
Yes.
Yeah. And then who did they play week 1 again?
I can tell you here in a second. Give me
It
one.
was-
Giants.
Please.
Giants.
Giants.
Giants,
Yes.
yeah. Which, I mean, it's the Giants. But, I mean, to beat them 20-6, I
Hey.
thought that was going to be a lot closer.
Let's be real here. Giants walked into the dog pound and just took the pinky right to the chocolate starfish.
I'm counting 6 underdog wins from this week between the Vikings.
Oh, yeah.
The Vikings, the Eagles, the Broncos, the Giants, the Panthers, and the Rams.
My bets were horrible this weekend.
Back to the Redheads, the Panthers. Andy Dalton coming out from the dead, throwing 319 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Raiders.
Raiders secondary is horrible.
But-
If you don't get pressure on your quarterback and he has time to make the plays, he doesn't have that bad. Here's the problem, though. Panthers had one of their best wide receivers go down with another injury.
Yeah.
Thielen goes down, which color me shocked, not because he's hurt every other week.
Yeah, he's old.
But you know how much is that sustainable?
He made Deontay Johnson look like an
See,
actual
that's the guy.
receiver.
That's the guy that everybody needs to watch out for. With a legitimate quarterback back there, that's a duo.
Yeah.
And Chuba Hubbard, you establish the run game with Chuba Hubbard. It gives that play action pass a little more teeth to
with
it.
this performance, do we see Bryce Young seeing the field at all this year? Not including injury?
It all depends.
Yeah.
It truly. I think they want to give him a year to kind of look things over. Do I think he's trade bait? No.
Yeah, no.
100%.
Well,
no.
what you said about Penix was what Bryce Young should be doing for Andy
And I
Dalton.
think he kind of is.
And he should be in his back pocket. You should be like, hey, why did you pass there? Why did you go there? Why was that so successful?
Mhm.
Why can't I complete a pass?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I said it on our show the other day. I don't know if that was a coach's move.
Oh, that was definitely Tepper.
I think that was Tepper.
And you could tell because the head coach wouldn't say it was Tepper in the
Yeah.
press conferences. So
That-
he wouldn't even take care.
That's a
questions about it.
hands-on owner doing things that
It's
shouldn't.
a toxic ran organization. It is absolutely
Once again,
laughable.
look at the organizations that are run well compared to the ones that are not, and how are they doing this season?
Mhm.
And you know, you can lump a whole bunch into there. Atlanta, meh. Their ownership, meh.
Yeah.
You know,
Carolina could use a guy like, I don't know, Christian McCaffrey or something.
Or DJ Moore.
Just a thought.
Just some weapons.
I'll give you a great example of two organizations that are on the polar opposite of things right now.
Who's that?
Did you watch that Green Bay Tennessee game at all?
Oh yeah.
I caught glimpses of that. What the hell, man?
I'm telling
Malik
you,
Willis revenge game.
you have to call it that. You have to call it
He
that.
scored the first touchdown. You're damn right it is.
You sit there and watch Malik Willis. Anytime he put on a Titans uniform and got a chance to play, looked like absolute garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute garbage. And then he goes out there against his former team 3 weeks into being on a roster and does what he does against the Tennessee Titans defense, who, by the way, are not a bad defense.
No.
And just carve them up like they were hot butter.
That's where it comes all down to Matt LaFleur.
I tip my cap to LaFleur.
He is the
You
mastermind.
have to start talking about Matt LaFleur for Coach of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
in week 3, believe it or
And
not.
that's
ladies and gentlemen.
that's what keeps coming up when everyone's like, "Oh, I want to see Jordan Love." I'm like, "Yeah, I think Jordan Love's a lot of his success comes through Matt LaFleur." So
100%.
we won't know if Jordan Love is what he is until he goes away, if he ever does go away from the Green Bay organization.
But now that the Green Bay, who we thought were dead in the water, all of a sudden this division looks stacked.
Yeah, it's
And the
tight.
Bears are going crap.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that to be mean or anything.
No,
like
it
that.
is. I mean,
It's
even
it is
the
without
scary
it.
thing is that without Jordan Love, the Packers were still like
Well,
that was a stacked.
To be fair, I think if anyone should be saying, "Oh crap," it should be the Lions, who everyone just gave them this division, and then now they're like, "Oh yeah, maybe the Packers are pretty decent, even when they don't have Jordan Love."
I think everybody should be going, Minnesota's got a defense.
That too, yeah. That should
Because
help.
TJ's still not off of IR yet.
Yeah.
Addison was out this past week. Like they don't have some of their prime weapons, and they still look like an offense that isn't missing a beat.
That's just that like 3 weeks in a row of consistency of like great offense and defense. Like at that point now, you kind of already understand what this team is going to should be for the remainder of the season. And it's kind of scary because of the Minnesota Vikings that was projected to be dead last in this division could come run away with the NFC North, which is just it's terrifying.
Too early. Way too early.
It's still too early.
3.
But I'm
it's
saying
week
like
3. Let's not crazy overreact. But at the same time, there are some glaring things that are starting to pop out. I mean, yeah, any given Sunday, anything can happen.
Right.
I wouldn't have like Minnesota beating San Fran last week. I was like, okay, yeah, it's week 2. It can happen, yada, yada, yada. But when you come out and dominate another team who has looked dominant the first 2 weeks, you got to start tilting your head and going, okay, there may be something.
Right.
Here.
That's what I'm saying is that with the first 3 weeks for Minnesota playing, I mean, I wouldn't count really much the Giants. Like that's kind of could be a buff game, but to do that against the Niners and then the Houston Texans back to back, like you right now kind of see a little bit of a profile with the Minnesota Vikings, and it's kind of terrifying to see because I don't know what the strength of schedule they have, but I don't think it's all that
probably
bad.
not that bad.
Right.
Once again, I'll put this out there, and anybody who wants to listen can listen, and everybody who wants to call me crazy can call me crazy. But eye test. Like I said, Justin starts getting confidence in himself and starts playing better and better and better, and that defense is the way it is. I would be scared to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're gonna be 4-0. I'm almost positive after next week.
Who they got next week?
The Colts.
Okay.
And then they've got the Cowboys.
Okay.
It very easily could be 5-0.
Yeah.
That
And then they have the
offense
Raiders
needs to pick it up.
And then they have the Raiders. 6-0, potentially.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I wouldn't count it out. I mean, because we could talk about the Cowboys real quick. What in the hell? I mean,
I'm going to call this right now. Y'all can call me crazy. Micah Parsons will sign with the Commanders after next year.
I don't think he returns.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
this rate.
There's no foundation there. I mean, you paid almost like like $500 million, $600 million to 2 guys, and they're doing solid, but they're not winning, and the whole team just looks lost.
Dak and CD look like they're off kilter right now.
They got did
By
they
far.
fight or did they?
They argued.
Okay.
There were some screamings. There were some screamings.
Okay.
But once again, like this is the price you pay for sitting out the preseason. Your timing isn't on. You're not going to have that connection that you had last year. So yeah, there's going to be struggles for the Cowboys.
They really pick up the second
And
half that connection.
And I will say this: 2024, 2025, or the 2025 Dallas Cowboys head coach will be Bill Belichick.
Like I said, I think
McCarthy's definitely gone after this year.
Yeah.
There's no way. Unless
I think Belichick likes the IG Live a little bit more.
Now stop your shenanigans.
Likes the freedom.
He wants to be able to go on Pat McAfee's show. weekly.
that too.
He loves that.
I wouldn't be shocked. If Miami makes a trade for somebody, because I honestly don't see Tua back until game 8.
Yeah.
They're going to be so precautious with this. Either that or he's going to have to start wearing a Guardian helmet as a mandatory thing.
It's going to have to be because, I mean, this is your second major head injury. Third. What was the other one?
His first concussion.
The one that was scary?
No.
That was
second.
the second one.
That was his second when he came back too quick.
Yeah.
And then this is his third.
Yeah, you need to, I mean, I still don't think he should be playing, but
he's already said he's coming back. He
crazy.
loves the game.
I know.
I mean, but you
have pick life.
You have all these veterans yelling at you saying, dude, CTE is a real thing. You're going to hate your quality of life after you retire, man. It isn't worth it.
Right.
Stop playing the game. He's got passion for it. He's out to prove that he is that dude. And that's fine and dandy until you get punched in the back. Mike Tyson says it all the time. You can talk all that you want until you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
And then it all changes.
I'm not a fan of what he's
was
doing,
there
but-
anything?
I mean, real quick before
Bo Nix doing Bo Nix things. I mean, look at me, I'm the greatest quarterback in the NFL.
He was just a kid playing backyard football.
What happened to the Tampa Bay defense that game?
Dude,
that had been playing great ball.
They were non-existent.
Sean Payton out-schemed Todd Bowles again.
Yeah.
It's what it comes down to.
I mean,
there are just certain coaches that have other coaches. Bill Belichick had Rex Ryan's number for how many years? It's just one of the, sometimes you just have a coach's number.
Yeah. I mean, that one was another one of those weird games this week. I mean, the other one, real quick before we preview tonight's doubleheader, the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, they back? They got something going? It was against the Patriots, but the Patriots have a solid defense. We've seen that. But I mean, Aaron Rodgers kind of looked like he was back to his old self 2 years ago.
He got back into his bread and butter of play action with Nathaniel Hackett. So he's doing really good outside the pocket. He's throwing a lot. What?
Just the fact that you bring up Nathaniel Hackett.
It's
disgusting.
It's true. My thing was, as a fantasy owner, I just want to see more Garrett Wilson. I feel like that was, what Aaron Rodgers said afterwards. He's like, these past 3 games, these past 3 teams have that's their game plan. Take out Garrett Wilson and see if Tyler Conklin, Mike Williams, or whoever else can
Breece Hall's a dude.
Breece Hall is a dude, and then Braylon Allen is my only. I wouldn't say he's an issue. Again, same more on the fantasy side of things. I don't think he's going to take over. I think it was more or less you saw a lot of him because they played like a Bishop Sycamore type schedule. They had 3 games in 11 days, so it was. I feel like he was getting a little bit of a break. You're going to see still a ton of Breece Hall throughout the entire year.
I think Braylon Allen also is just a good. He's a really good backup for if and when. that sounds terrible.
They keep making the comparison to Derrick Henry with him. Just the way that he's built. With the way that he's built.
He's a big dude.
6'1", 6'2", 230.
That's an immense dude.
With Breece Hall being
he's 20 years old.
Yeah, that's sick.
Nasty.
So he's probably going to grow another inch or two.
He's a Wisconsin back, ain't he?
Shut your mouth. He's not going to grow another inch or 2.
Why not? That's how that works.
No.
Sure it does.
Not unless you're taking growth hormones.
He's drinking his milk.
I've been waiting for my growth spurt.
For Neon of 5 years now.
It happens in the NBA.
I've been waiting since 9th grade for another growth spurt.
Not happening.
Never came.
No,
I'm actually starting to wilt now. So
you're getting at that age now. You're shrinking.
It's the weight of the world. Y'all just put all kinds of pressure.
Oh, stop. Boo-hoo. All right, let's preview real quick tonight's doubleheader. We got Jags at Bills. We got Commanders at Bengals. Let's start with the first game, which is Jags at Bills. Bills 4.5-point favorite. To me, Jags have not impressed me in the slightest. To me, they look bad. Bills, I'm morally impressed with how they've been playing with the lack of weapons that Josh Allen has. Josh Allen's just doing his damn thing, and it's freaking working. So, I like the Bills in this one. It's just the Jags. They weren't impressing me last year, and they look like they just gotten worse.
It feels like they've gotten in their own way. It was the fumble in the game 1 with Travis Etienne, and then just kind of the big bomb to Tyreek Hill against the Dolphins. Yeah, like you said, nothing's really impressed me, but I feel like they can keep up with the Buffalo Bills, but ultimately it probably will be the Bills win the game. I don't think
it's gonna be close. I would pick Buffalo to cover that 4.5.
Did you say shut up?
No, I said I don't know. No, I said I don't know.
I don't know. I swear to God, I heard that. Shut up.
Hey,
shut up.
Actually, Tyler, shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth, man.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that anymore. Anytime you disagree, just pipe it.
Duval, you jackass.
Tony Khan. This is a Tony Khan pro podcast, dude.
I will say this. For me, Josh Allen's doing Josh Allen things this year when we thought Josh Allen was on the downward spiral.
Yeah.
So for me, if he can do that against better competition, which I think he has already, the Jags to use one of my favorite words, they look lethargic.
Lethargic.
They look slow.
Yeah.
That whole team looks slow. So
I want to. What's your guys' thoughts with Trevor Lawrence? To me, it just seems like ever since
he's going to be a mid quarterback his entire
that's
life.
how I don't
He's
think
going to be top 15, but it's 14-15 in the NFL every year.
It's just
he's that dude that's not going to take you to the promised land, but he'll get you a winning season every other.
That could be true.
It just ever since that first playoff win, is just he's been meh.
But if he goes to Pittsburgh, he's a world champ. I'm being dead serious. Like, to me, this is one of those quarterbacks that if he got into an organization that knew 3/4 of what the hell they were doing, like if you put him on Dallas, he's better than Dak.
Yeah.
By leaps and bounds better than Dak.
I would have to agree. But then that it's just how many more chances do we give Trevor Lawrence? Because I mean, it's not they haven't added
not
a
all on
whole
him,
lot of
though.
weapons. No, I know, but it's
like they've got a superstar running back that they're just not even sniffing.
No, that's true. But
Trevor Etienne is a dude.
Yes.
Either catching the ball or running the ball. Why is he not more of your offense?
He is for the most part. But they do feature Tank Bigsby a lot. To be fair, almost like a Tyler Algier thing that I was kind of bringing up earlier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where
short yardage, got to bring in the big guy.
Yeah.
You're right.
My thing tonight is Josh Allen going to sack Josh Allen tonight?
Of course that he is.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I want that. I want
it happened last year, right?
I think so.
Like 4 times or something like that. Yeah.
Josh Allen sacks Josh Allen.
Like 4 times. It was crazy.
So we all got the Bills in this one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I was thinking like Bills there, but I think the Jacks can cover if it's 4.5.
If it was in Jacksonville, I'd probably agree with you.
That's why I'm like, they're in Buffalo
or London.
It's just
if it was in London, they definitely
that's home field advantage for them.
It's been a weird week
out there, like quarter of the season.
It has been a weird week, but Josh Allen, he looks to be like that quarterback that's on a mission to prove everybody and flip them the bird.
Can Keon Coleman finally get involved tonight?
I still think it's probably going to take him half a season to get where they want him to be.
Fair enough.
He does.
Those
have that
tight ends
potential.
are going to be dunking and diving all night long, though.
Dalton Kincaid might be a good play,
and then they'll be jumping on them wangs all night long.
Them wangs. The other football game we got tonight is Commanders at Bengals. Bengals still looking for their first win. I think they get it tonight. I mean, the Commanders still. We haven't seen enough from Jaden Daniels yet. I mean, this is kind of cool. It's a former LSU matchup, but there's Jaden Daniels still trying to get in his rhythm too, like with all the rookie
Might
quarterbacks.
help if he had some weapons.
Well, yeah, but they traded him.
He has
away.
Terry McLaurin. He just hasn't figured out. He has not figured out Terry McLaurin yet.
Yeah, but when that's your only dude,
They traded Dotson for a box of donuts.
Yeah, they did.
Which I still to this day don't get. Like, I get that you're not happy with him. He may not fit the scheme that you want to run. So teach him the scheme.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a thought. Be a coach.
Yeah. Well, at least he didn't. I mean, it's only been a couple weeks there too, but he didn't like figure it out in Philadelphia like
right
overnight.
away.
Yeah. So it's
right.
So it's clearly not like
he's now number 2 to AJ Brown, and you're going, what did we do?
No, so it's not a Commanders oopsie poopsie just yet.
Not yet. I think Jahan Dotson, and this is who I've compared Jahan Dotson to. I think Jahan Dotson's going to be very much an Allen Robinson kind of player, where he has 3 years after he gets drafted where you don't really hear about him, and then all of a sudden it clicks, and you're like, oh.
And then he's on the Bears, and then he goes to the Bears, and he forgets how to play football.
Yeah.
But to me, if the Bengals don't win by 21 tonight,
it should. To me, this should be.
This is going to be a big sign that there's something bigger going on.
Oh, I mean, this should have Jamar Chase like a 200-yard game all over.
It should have Jamar Chase and Higgins.
Yeah, Higgins is back.
Higgins is back too. Both of them should go for 150 because that secondary in Washington is good awful.
Yeah. Because obviously Jamar Chase wants to get rid of the contract, the problems there, but of course, then T. Higgins on the other hand wants to shut up the fans that think he's faking an injury.
Then don't sit in and don't not sign your franchise tag.
Yeah,
it's that simple, boys. Play in the preseason, be a team player. You don't have to be happy about it.
Yeah.
Say, hey, I'm not happy about the situation, but it is what it is at this point. Let's move forward. We've got a season to prepare for. Let's go.
Did you hear that, folks? Double D said, "Shut up and dribble." Basically, there you go.
I love it.
Are we talking about practice?
We talking about practice.
We talking about practice?
There you go. Shut up and dribble.
My other thing with the Commanders is why the hell are you not getting Eckler more involved in going? There's my wife. I don't even know how she got in here. I'll have to go let her in a minute. Gotta go feed her. No,
Feed me.
But
Maurice.
Yeah, she can hear.
with trade, oh yeah, that's right. She could hear.
Oh,
That's
you're
great.
in trouble.
Let's be honest. She's the breadwinner. She feeds me.
There we go.
I'm the broke boy. But you get Austin Eckler, and you're not having to do anything.
I've never been a huge Austin Eckler guy.
He's a good.
Can I be very honest with you? He's a great third down back.
But I would also admit I see him pass. Like
you have
for your rookie
probably a
quarterback.
top 10. You have probably a top 10 running back.
Well, I know, but if you sign him, utilize him.
Brian Robinson Jr.
No, and I agree with that. But if you're gonna go out and get Eckler,
By the
and
way,
sign him for whatever much you did, use him.
I think Brian Robinson Jr. feasts tonight.
That could be true.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler was very cheap. I think it was like 2 years, like $8 million. So
Yeah,
it's like,
Eckler
was
knows.
it?
yeah,
Eckler
it was
knows he's on the
ridiculously
downside.
cheap.
Why'd they make
Yeah.
it sound like I kind of swore it
No,
was a lot
they did
more.
not pay a lot of money for him.
He's a little cheap boy. That sounds weird.
He's a discount guy.
I should probably talk to Emily about that. She knows a lot about cheap boys.
I ain't cheap.
Hey!
So we got Bengals in this one.
Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah, I'm with David. It needs to be by $1 million. Like,
It has to be.
If it's not by 21, something's wrong.
I might
They're
just
the
move,
only. It seems like they're the only 0-2 teams.
I
that's
might
gonna
at
get it
least
done
move
today.
the spread. Alternate the spread to like 14 on the Bengals.
You
Just
try
to
and
win.
get some plus
Get
money.
some more plus money on that. But all right, that wraps up our NFL talk. Coming up next, we recap week 4 of college football here on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
This is your home for sports.
Longtime fans, sports is like life.
SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Hey, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Daddy, when you look at me, I could see your wheels turning. About what am I going to be when I grow up? A major league first baseman? Maybe a point guard for a national champion.
The odds of a child becoming a professional athlete are 1 in 16,000. Far-fetched? Maybe. But did you know the odds of a child being diagnosed with autism are 1 in 166? That's right, 1 in 166. To learn the signs of autism, go to autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Go to Lux Barbershop for the best barbers and stylists in Plainfield, Illinois. I go there when I have an important event, date, or I just want to look good. The straight razor shave will have you looking fresh and smooth. Lux Barbershop is open 7 days a week. Go to Lux Barbershop for the finest barbers, stylists, braiders, and massage therapists in the southern suburbs. Check out all their daily deals on Facebook, Instagram, and luxbarbershop.com.
Hi, this is Joe Perry and Steven Tyler of Aerosmith for Red. You know, it's okay to rock and roll and party down. Just don't get in that 2,000-pound bullet when you're done and cocked. And please don't drink and drive. I'm the one that jaded you.
A reminder that friends don't let friends drive drunk. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council, U.S. Department of Transportation, National Association of Broadcasters, and RAD.
High school sports is here, and SportsTownChicago.com. We are ready to provide the best high school sports live coverage all across Northern Illinois. From the first kickoff of high school football to the final spike of high school volleyball, we at SportsTownChicago.com are ready to bring you high school sports live. SportsTownChicago.com and STC Friday Night Lights in a league of our own.
we're back here on Blow the Whistle on sportsonchicago.com.
I guess I should pot her up too, just in case she wants to.
Oh yeah, she come on in. Hey, you're on the camera.
Hey, for camera. Much better looking than Andrew. I would have to admit that.
Love you, Andrew, but
Thank you.
Listen, he killed Andrew earlier this morning.
I did not kill him.
Yes, you did.
Well, no, the way how I worded it.
What did you do today?
I just said, Andrew, he's doing okay. Like, you know, right? I said he's
You
fine.
make it sound like he's in the hospital.
I said
Everything's okay.
I said
Andrew's not dead.
Said he's got his stuff. He's just got some stuff going on, and then blah blah. blah.
Yeah,
Andrew.
you literally made it sound like he's in the hospital on his deathbed or something.
Yeah, he did. It was not good. It was not a good look.
This morning we lost Andrew. He told us he couldn't make it today.
GoFundMe for Andrew.
I wonder if he had to inseminate a cow and it just messed with him so hard that he had to take a break.
Or he fell in love.
with the cow? Or with someone else?
Listen, some of those girls down in Tonica, I'll tell you what.
I
tell you what.
They probably get the hot pua down there.
Girl.
Hot Tonica.
You forget, I grew up in that area. I could tell you stories.
Is that why you say keep your Peter out of streeter?
That's exactly why I said that.
I was only like an hour south. So
Well, anything south of here, Monica considers south of the Mason-Dixon line.
that's what. Oh my gosh, Tyler and his entire family. His dad is so bad about like.
You're from Southern Illinois, right?
Yeah, apparently. No, I am from Central Illinois, and Tyler and his whole family. They're always like, "We'll go down to visit my mom." And his dad will be like, "Oh, well, isn't it like 20 degrees warmer there?" We're like, "It's
He's like,
2.5 hours
It's
south
closer
of
to
here."
the equator is what Monica always says.
It is 2.5 hours south. It
He
is
thinks
the
it's
exact
Florida weather.
same.
That's great.
You see any dolphins down there?
No,
Just whale
A
watching.
gator? Did you see a gator? Which
it's like I
Illinois River has gators now, so
it does. It's
Hell,
like
they're-
I tell people every time I go down there, if I take someone for the first time, I go, if you look to your left, you'll see corn. If you look to your right, you might see beans, but it's probably still corn.
soybeans.
Yeah.
Soybeans. Yeah. Where exactly? If you want to give that out.
Farmington is where I grew up.
I know where Farmington is, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in Hannah City, but I went to school in Farmington.
My daughter's name is Hannah. That's nice. That's pleasant.
The school mascot was farmer.
Hey, it's better than Pekins.
Yeah.
Hey, they're the Dragons now.
They weren't when I lived there.
Oh, trust me, they weren't when my grandparents went to high school there.
Wait a minute. I thought we were doing off the rails.
I mean, we pretty much are off the rails.
In between.
Oh yeah, we were.
Hey, hold on a second.
Hey,
wait,
hold on.
just wait just a millijilly minute. You ready, boys?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Blow the whistle. Going off the rails.
The train!
I mean, we might as well since we're already like.
Yeah, we're already going off the rails.
We're already.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Blow the Whistle. We are going off the rails. Yeah, because let's prolong having to talk about college football.
College.
I might be wearing this, but I'm not proud.
That's what she says about Tyler all the time.
It's true.
How does it feel to be a kept man? Because I'm learning quickly how to be a kept man.
What do you mean, like
her being the breadwinner?
I'm cool with it, dude.
You said I'm a sugar mama.
My mom was always the breadwinner in our family anyway, so it was always that dynamic. So I'm
like, it's funny when we were dating. It was like sometimes I'd feel embarrassed. I'm like, hey, do you mind helping me split the bill? Or do you mind getting this one? And now she's just like, you need me to get this? I'm like, yeah.
well, that's because
Come up with your method.
You know why? Because she knows she's going home to the tripod.
Exactly.
I pay it forward.
No, I mean, at first, like, yeah, we had a lot of different like tricks where if we went out to dinner with friends, like before we would get out of the car, I'd give him my debit card.
Yeah.
So it would look like he was paying.
But now I really don't care.
I don't
Now
care.
it's-
Yeah.
I mean, our friends know at this point too.
I'm too old to give a crap anymore. Like,
yeah.
legitimately. Like, if
Yeah.
you don't, Listen, you both met Monica. Like, if you guys don't like Monica, there's something wrong with you.
She was so nice.
No,
I heard what you said. She
like
is
her.
perfect for David.
I like her. Monica, if you're listening, hi.
Trust me, she's already. I told Tyler. She took me out because we talked about my numerous things that are going on in my life. I'm taking over some significant positions here at the school, and she wanted to take me out to like tell me how much she was proud of me and everything like that. And it's very weird. This is gonna get super sentimental and super cheesy here for a second, people. It's so different for me. I mean, Tyler knows what I went through with my last marriage and those things, and to have somebody just truly tell me that she's proud of me and be like, you deserve everything that comes your way is very different than what I've dealt with in the last 10 years of my life. So it's refreshing, but it's also taken a lot to adjust to.
Yeah. I mean, and I feel like it's just that's how we've kind of always been. So it doesn't really feel weird. Like, this is our normal.
Well, like, I was talking to her and I was like, you have those friends that you just meet, and like, for you two, it was like, yeah, this is perfect. They're perfect for each other. You just see it. It's easy for them. They're best friends, and they're also life mates.
Best friends. I only like him sometimes, David. Don't get
You know what
too over the top.
do you know what I tell my kids all the time?
Same.
No. I tell my kids, I don't like you. I
tell him.
I say that all the time.
I have to love you.
Yeah.
I love you to death, but there are days I do not like you. I will always love you.
All the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
No, you got those days you're like, I don't like her at that moment or that day.
Or that millisecond.
Yeah.
Where you just want to go.
Sometimes he does.
Well,
I just want to watch football.
I told Tyler this. I don't know.
No,
if
I
he- he
brainwashed her. Now she
I-
watches football with me.
He probably did tell you. Did you know that like you grabbing Tyler's chest hair was like?
Oh yeah, Monica's like, is she okay? It's like, no, this is just how we go about our daily lives.
Monica goes, she's definitely the boss. I was like, oh,
Tyler has his
100%.
moments.
100%.
There's times where you'll just like grab me and be like, nope.
Yeah, like, come here.
You mean like when she wanted to kill me and pretty much everybody else at the
draft show?
At the draft show? Yeah.
It was close. I had quite the stress headache at the end of that night.
Mine was 2 months prior and that night. So yeah,
that's
I
why
feel
we
your
didn't do a
pain.
show for a while. We were building up to this puppy.
And it just all released all at the same time. Anything going on with you guys this weekend that was kind of cool?
We had our nephew's first birthday, which was sweet.
Nice. I saw
Yeah.
pictures.
Oh, I know, he's so cute.
Getting another puppy.
No.
No, I
No more
guarantee
puppies.
you.
I had this one. Luckily, she was too damn tired at my parents that she only woke me up at 6:30 this morning rather than like the usual 4:30. And so,
Yeah, I was kind of shocked to get that text from you so early this morning.
yeah,
Not
no.
gonna lie.
I got up, let her out, and I was just kind of awake. Then I went back, took a nap, and then I'm like, I should get up. David's probably gonna be
Your
getting
dog
me soon.
sitting as well. Yeah.
What?
Dog sitting? Is that
No,
what-
no, like we are our new dog.
They adopted
Oh,
a new. They adopted a
And
new
so
puppy.
she'll fall asleep in the crate, but then she'll wake you up at like it's today was later than
She's
usual.
a baby.
No, I know.
She
Ray's going through the same stuff right now.
Yeah.
She
Sleep
looks
in your
like
own
a
bed.
baby.
And then
Yeah.
she'll wake up in the middle of the night and crawl into mom's bed. And it doesn't work because mom's preggo now. Oh, by the way, they had to a gender party. It's a boy.
Yay.
Of course, it's a boy. I told Hannah that yesterday. I talked to Hannah yesterday. I told Hannah that yesterday. She goes, "Of course it's a boy." And I said, "You want to know what's funny?" And she goes, "What?" I said the same exact thing to Allie when Allie told me. And she goes,
Yeah.
"You did not." I said, "Yes, of course I did."
Yeah.
It's all Hannah wanted. She wanted a little brother.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's funny.
And now I said, listen, as much stuff as Ray's into and as hardcore as she is in beating people up, she's going to be a tomboy.
Ray? Yeah.
I love Tomboy.
She's awesome.
Oh yeah. She used one
She
of her
tried to choke
judo
out
moves on
Tyler.
me.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I still need to send you that picture.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you do have a picture of it.
Hey, tomboys are the best. Can you imagine if I was like this super prissy girly girl?
You wouldn't be here.
I know.
You never know.
Yeah, true. No, you're fun.
I'm fun. The basis of our relationship, our marriage. I'm fun.
I mean,
hey, we gotta have
there's
fun.
worse things
There
that
are.
you could be.
There's a lot of married couples that don't have fun.
She's a psycho, and I'm afraid to leave her, so I'm just gonna marry her.
I mean, is that where you were at with me?
No, I mean you are crazy, but I don't think
It's a
you're
good
psycho.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's a good crazy.
I don't think you're gonna
There's
kill me.
different levels of crazy.
He doesn't mean a bad thing
And I
by
think,
saying psycho.
I think Andrew's dated all levels of crazy. I think I've dated all levels of crazy at this point in my life too. Yeah. But what else? Sorry.
No, you're fine. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
it was good.
Dog sitting for the week. That's pretty cool.
Family?
Yeah, family. My aunt, my uncles, their dog came by. He looks like, I don't know what kind. A little schnauzer, I think. Little the kind that's on the Caesar can.
Little ankle
yeah,
biter.
I think that's a schnauzer.
Yeah.
Little ankle biter.
Yeah, he's been getting slowly integrated. My one newer dog, she's kind of learning because my older dog, I got two originals, so there's three in the house now. And he's older, so he doesn't really do anything besides knowing when snack time is and knowing when to go upstairs and take a nap. Like that's all he really does.
I hope he knows when to poop too.
Yeah, no, he does. He's got that down pat, but he's
You
that
never
now
know
that
in these days and ages.
yeah, now that she's got a new puppy around, she's not used to puppy energy, so she thinks like him being a puppy is like attacking me. So they're figuring it out. It's only got a couple more days of it to do, but that should be fun. It's been fun.
That's how our two have been. They've starting to figure out like, oh, it's playing.
Yeah, exactly.
All this puppy talk's gonna get me in trouble because she wants a puppy really bad.
The puppies.
I have a really nice
Monica.
shelter. Just got our puppy from there.
Here's
I
the
can tell you how
problem.
much it
Monica, if you're
was.
listening.
Here's the problem. We both work at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And neither one of us gets home until 4. Now with my schedule change, Tuesdays through Thursdays, I'm not going to get home until around 6.
Maybe get a bird or something. Start small.
Get a
Fish.
Yeah, fish.
Get a ferret. Get something different.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
ferrets smell bad.
Smell bad.
Yeah.
but just
Ferrets smell bad and they bite like a mother.
They will. I had a neighbor
But you need
when I was a
something
kid
different.
that had like 3 ferrets.
Yeah.
We would go
Anaconda
over to
don't-
play with the ferrets, and playing with the ferrets would just end with everyone screaming
What about a
because we were
gerbil?
getting bitten.
I thought about a hedgehog.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
get a hedgehog.
hedgehogs don't live very long, so you have to kind of like prepare yourself for them to have a short life.
Yeah, don't get
Hamsters?
eventually. Yeah, they're like a 3.
They're
Yeah,
like
they're like a
hamsters?
3 year too, like 3 years.
None of the hamsters that I ever owned as a child lived their full lifespan because they always escaped and ate something that.
I've always wanted a turtle because then that turtle could have grown up with me, and I could have been like 100, and the turtle
Oh,
was
frog?
100.
Oh,
We had
Was it
a-
a pet frog.
we had a few turtles, but they all died.
The only
Yeah.
thing that ever goes through my mind is that Dana Carvey movie where he goes turtle, turtle. Anytime somebody says the word
Master of Disguise.
Master of Disguise.
Yes.
So when Tyler and I started dating, I quoted that for
you
some
can't
reason,
quote movies to this dude
I've seen it now.
ever.
and he was like, "What are you talking about?" So we sat, and I'm
like,
sitting just cracking up
like,
because I know
turtle
everything that's about to
the
happen because I
Turtle Club.
watched that movie all the time as a kid, and Tyler's just looking
I
at
have
me
to do that
like,
all the time too. I'm like, here it is. Here's the scene.
I
I
Pull it
think
up
no
right
one
away.
watched the entire movie.
It took him 10 minutes to recognize my Ace Ventura t-shirt yesterday.
Oh, there you go.
What? Nah. I just didn't realize your
Well, it's 'cause you-
shirt.
It's because you weren't talking with your butt. That's why.
And I can't see the front of you.
Yeah.
Man, I don't look at your shirt that much.
Tyler. That was good.
That was good.
That was good. He did call him Fat Mahomes.
Who?
Jake Hassan,
Jake Hassan was
is a
calling-
graduate of the University of Illinois.
So he was calling Dylan Raiola
Fat Mahomes.
Hey, it was
Is
a very
that not good though?
It was a real interesting Friday when my father is an Illinois fan.
Let's not talk about it because his team cost me money, and that's going to be brought
Wait,
up.
I'm confused why it cost you money because you literally told. I said, "So how much did you lose?" And you said, "I couldn't play it on it, dude."
We go in on a show parlay every week, bruh. Guess
Bruh.
what leg didn't hit? The only leg that didn't hit in that parlay.
Hey.
Oh, I've got a couple other teams I need to bring up this week.
Did you
too.
not listen to me? I said this is going to be a close game. I almost would have picked Illinois to cover.
7.5 though.
Still, I would have picked it. Yeah, exactly. Illinois was a solid team. I would have picked them.
Yeah.
We can't talk about that now. We got to wait till
We'll see. We'll see how solid they are this week.
I don't know.
Not gonna happen.
I hope they give you. I hope they give you guys grief. Not grief.
Not gonna happen.
I hope
That was
they
like the
hurt you.
worst trash talk ever.
Yeah, I
They give you grief.
I swear. I swear. I hope they throw a pass and catch it on you.
Did you take off your white gloves as you said that too? Or something?
I know you're better at smog tactics.
I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah.
My brain was moving way too fast for my mouth.
By the way, I told Tyler this. I love you guys to death, but I don't like where you live. It's too claustrophobic.
Oh,
man.
did you just with all the one way?
It's too claustrophobic, bro.
Where the hell?
It's outside and then calls me 5 minutes later.
I was like, I don't know.
I
Where's that?
got off on Fullerton off of 90.
Is that where I told you to go?
Yeah.
Oh, usually
Traffic bad?
Love my Googles.
I always take it off Kimball.
Was traffic bad?
No,
Because sometimes
stoplights.
sometimes
Stoplight upon stoplight upon stoplight
on
upon
90,
stoplight.
sometimes when traffic's really bad,
No,
it'll have you
traffic
exit
wasn't the
early.
greatest.
Okay,
yeah,
that's probably why.
traffic wasn't the greatest.
So that's what I was wondering. Like, I wonder if he exited onto Fullerton from 90.
Yeah, that's what
that
I mean.
makes sense. Because I'm like sitting there waiting. I'm like, what the hell is
All
this
these
guy?
anyone that's listening is gonna like somehow figure out where we live and show up at our door now.
Yeah, it's
And at least I feel
He's got the tripod to protect you.
in that situation, I'll let you use the samurai swords.
It's like, woo!
I have samurai swords.
Dude, seriously, all you got to
So he has these
crotch punch.
Oh, you should have seen when we used to live in Elgin. It was an old house.
I wish you guys still lived in Elgin, to be quite honest.
I don't want to live in that place anymore.
Well, not that place, but I wish you lived closer.
Elgin's more dangerous than where I live
true.
now.
You guys need to move a little more north now.
Oh, by Glenview.
Or a lot more south. Like a lot.
You can't move away from me. I won't allow it. My umbilical cord does not stretch that far.
We'll get an extender.
Listen, we might have a huge announcement here in the next week or so.
I know if there's that, then obviously plans
Then
change.
plans nothing. We're permanent. Boom.
But no, so when we lived in Elgin, back to the original story. It was an old house where like they made the downstairs an apartment and they made the upstairs an apartment, and we lived upstairs. So like you walked in our front door and then there was immediately the stairs. Tyler used to have this plan that if anyone ever tried to break into our apartment, because they'd have to come up the stairs before they could get to us, that he would be standing at the top of the stairs with the samurai swords. And he'd be like, they'd see me with the samurai swords and they'd run away. Like, you're really going to walk up on some dude with two samurai swords?
Do you know what image comes into my head when she says that?
What?
Fruit Ninja.
Oh my God.
I got Fruit Ninja on my Oculus, and you have a sword in each hand, and it's just like
See,
that.
what's perfect about this one was that you got to walk up the door to the bedroom was like here, and the upstairs, like to come up the steps was right there. So I could just be hiding right here and just right at the kneecaps, and they fall. And then it's
Knees
dead.
are always a great place to hit somebody. 5 pounds of pressure on anybody's kneecap will take them out.
And you got a samurai sword flying at him, Mohos.
Mohos.
Or a ninja star. So you gotta invest in
Ninja star.
You've been spending too much time on the south side. Already talking mohos.
Mohos.
I always thought
Mohos, less hoes.
Anyone ever broken in my house? I want to buy a baby mask. I'm usually like scary would it be like someone come out like chasing you with something and you just have a baby mask.
And then you just got to play.
I don't know my brain. I don't know.
No, that'd be great. Then you gotta play
Servant.
Scotty's laugh.
Oh yeah,
Just like in the echo.
yeah. The PA system, so I know where you are.
Well, so we had the Alexa
Yeah.
and had the light bulbs synced to Alexa. So he had it where he could say, Alexa, intruder alert.
And then the lights
Oh,
would
that's
turn
good.
red, and then Alexa would say, "Prepare to die, mother trucker."
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Fortunate Son came on.
The only
She
time
don't-
he ever had to use that was when he said, hey, babe, look what I did.
Look what my unemployed ass did today. Just kidding. I was unemployed. I worked at Home Depot. Same thing.
Oh,
In a way.
people.
No more lugging mulch.
I'm just there's so many things that went on this weekend that I found humorous.
What's that?
and engaging and just life is beautiful sometimes. Life is just beautiful. Like I said, she took me out for a beautiful dinner.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, nice steak.
Firewater.
I feel my parents went there when they still lived around here, and my mom loved that place.
Yeah, it is not cheap.
No.
I told Tyler.
That's why my parents went. I did not.
told Tyler when you guys get more stable, come out.
And I said,
Financially or mentally, because mentally never gonna happen.
Look who you're talking to. It's not a question of if or when with me. No, unbelievably
good?
great. Yeah,
I bet.
yeah. And
Man,
then
your
we got
place is so good.
fire grilled goat cheese with
Ooh,
with like a marinara sauce underneath
that
it.
sounds delicious.
It came with Tostinos and it was delicious and
Tostino's pizza rolls?
no tostadas, not tostadas either.
Crostini?
Yeah, like a crostini but
Yeah.
longer.
I was gonna say they serve you pizza rolls.
Can you imagine you're at this fancy restaurant, they bring you out pizza rolls?
That'd be amazing. Fire roasted pizza rolls, that'd be awesome.
With goat cheese.
We had French onion soup.
Ooh, good choice.
Oh, wildfire. I'm getting yelled at on
Oh, it was Wildfire?
Wildfire.
I've also heard that place is delicious.
What did you call it?
I don't know.
Firewater.
There's
Firewater.
also a place
Firewater
called
is where we
that.
get the
loaded
brisket fries.
Yeah, the brisket fries.
Oh, that's what I was also
Isn't that an
thinking of
What?
Firewater?
the right place when you mentioned
It's
that.
a crostini. Excuse
That's what I
me.
said, Christini.
Yes. She's making fun of me on
Hi,
my
Monica.
text. On my text. You can jump into the chat and make fun of me in the chat so I don't have to read
Do
it.
it.
Yeah, plus
Do
they'll bump
it.
up the numbers. Come on.
She's probably the only one watching us.
We got three.
We got three people.
Yay!
100, 300.
It was an unbelievable time and
Yeah.
it was really good and I can't without a shadow of a doubt say how much I appreciate her and what she's brought to my life and the daughter's willing to meet her, which is a huge
Ooh,
thing.
okay.
Huge
Good.
thing. And I'm not talking Ray. Ray already told
Hannah, right?
yeah. Ray already told her that she loved her.
Aww.
Just out of nowhere, too. I was having a really crappy day and Ray was talking to her and she goes, "Okay, Miss Monica, bye. I love you." And I went, "Whoa." All right. There's that.
It's just like, you can't say that. I haven't said it yet. But you have.
Yes.
Yes, I know.
I know.
But I'm just saying, it'd be funny.
And only the way that we could have done it, too. That was the best. But that can't be told because I'll get hit later. So.
Mm.
Okay. Just has Tyler ever told you the story about how the moment he knew that we were going to be together for a long time?
No.
The keys.
Oh, yeah.
Glad you remember.
I think we're.
Watching
Can we say that on the air?
I don't know if
can.
we could say that on the air.
Yeah, people might get offended.
We'll tell you about it later.
Yeah.
See, now I'm even more.
Yeah.
sure.
No, it's nothing. It's just like what he said probably isn't something
Oh.
you can actually say on air.
Yeah, it just might offend people.
You my hoe?
No.
Oh.
It's okay. When he asked me to be his girlfriend, it was my birthday, and we were standing on the side of my parents' house because
Very
it was April of 2020, so we couldn't.
Wait a
were
minute.
like
Let's
in
see
my
if she's
backyard.
really listening.
And we walked to the side of the house, and he just goes, "So, are we like dating?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, isn't that what we've been doing this whole time?"
Yeah.
Oh, you told us about that. Hey, babe, can I tell them the I love you story, or am I not allowed to? Answer me via text.
via Twitch or YouTube.
She's driving.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. She shouldn't be texting you.
Oh, but if you have CarPlay, you can talk it.
True.
It's been a good. I can't believe it's been 5 months.
It has.
Has it been that long?
It's been 5 months. You said okay? Seriously? I'm allowed to store. No. I'm gonna hold on. If she gets the whole story. But it's been 5 months of dating. That was
Oh,
our first
wow.
date.
Our first date was in February, but we like
Yeah.
officially. It was like official April.
You guys met on Tinder. We met on Plenty of Fish, which never in a million years would I have thought I'd meet somebody. Yeah, in that place.
On Plenty of Fish. I forgot that was a website.
High school sweethearts.
Oh, well, we knew each other in high school. I was dating somebody else at the time, and then we reconnected through Tinder. So yeah.
I mean, at least, hey, when you know the person first, you know that they're not gonna hopefully not be completely psychotic and murder you.
Yeah.
I'll say this much. I did find it funny when my friend's son started dating when he came up here. He used Tinder and he goes, "Why do all these girls just want to sleep with me?" And I was like, "Because you're using
Oh no, that's the worst thing ever. Oh no.
because you're using Tinder."
How long have you guys been together?
4 years now.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
He's in no rush either. I love it. 4 years.
We're,
and I'm not
we're,
even
we're locked in. We know.
I
sniffing.
mean, I feel like when you know, and it just kind
we
of.
already established that we both want to be just financially stable. And that's
Yeah, there's
gonna be
nothing
the
wrong with
goal.
that.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, she's doing her teacher stuff, and then I'm playing around.
What does she teach?
Wait a minute. We should probably congratulate him on air. Congratulations, Mr. Nick Johnston,
Appreciate it.
on being the next instructional assistant here.
Oh, he
Yes.
Congratulations.
About damn time,
I know.
baby.
Someone finally said yes to something.
I told you.
I know so
1,000
many things going on in your life without being here because Tyler gets so mad about things. And I'm like, someone, come on.
I know it's tough, but yeah,
Wait,
like I said,
I don't think he and I have rooted for someone harder or more than you.
I know, and I appreciate it. I really do. It's just that's the only thing I kept saying that during the interview. Like, I know I got a ton of people vouching for me, so I just like, I don't want to mess it up. So just
Don't interviews are interviews,
Yeah,
man.
of course.
Like everybody's. Oh, by the way, happy he who shall be not named free week, sir.
Yes.
Especially for me, my angina
Can already feel the stress.
is going away very nicely. My chest isn't as tight this week.
I know. I was texting you this morning. I was like, "Oh, he's probably in a great mood because
You should not be named.
he
shall not be named."
Do you even
Has
know
a
what that
bottom.
reference is from?
No, he has no idea.
Probably. I don't know.
I can't get him to watch them.
Yo, wizard Harry.
Oh,
I don't know why
yeah.
you wouldn't want to watch those.
They're so good.
Not that I don't want to. It's just I'm so behind, and then I
So?
started to, but then we haven't continued.
it's okay, Tyler.
Make it. Hey,
Not
how
missing
about
out on
this?
anything.
How about
Missing
this?
out on like half my childhood.
I'm not a Potter freak, but I enjoy them. My daughter enjoys them. Here's my challenge to you. I would challenge you to watch all of them by Halloween.
Because I keep telling, he's like,
I'm
but
at-
these are so slow. I'm like,
I
that's because
think
we're only on
I've
the
seen,
third
like, the
one.
third
You
one.
have to. It gets so much better.
I can make the same argument as Game of Thrones. You quit on it.
I will say this
Red
much.
Wedding.
Red Wedding was fantastic.
I know it was.
I will say this.
She
So
hated it.
I'm blue in the face. I can understand him having a hard time getting through Prisoner of Azkaban.
And I've just
That is
I've
a-
explained to him so many times. It gets
Tyler,
better.
Goblet of Fire is amazing.
Goblet of Fire is so good.
It is really good, and it kicks from there. It does. kick
That's
up.
when it really like takes off because
It's
that
all
he who shall
backstory
not
up
be
until
named
that.
Okay.
back.
It's all backstory up until that point, and then it moves on from there.
'Cause I grew
There's
up.
so many movies I'd love to take you to see, man.
I grew up going to like Harry Potter
Yeah.
midnight premieres. Like my sister has a Deathly Hallows tattoo. Like
That's
we
crazy.
were super into Harry Potter.
I got more into Harry Potter because of Allie,
Mm.
because she was such a Harry Potter freak. Like she legitimately, you guys know, she goes down to Disney like
Mhm.
4 to 5 times a year, and she always goes to Universal and goes to Harry
I've
Potter World.
always wanted to go to
She says the butterbeer's fantastic.
My sister went once, but I haven't been.
And then you have I actually bought her Harry Potter tattoo that's on her foot, which was the glasses with the
crack.
the
Lightning bolt?
scar,
Yeah.
the crack,
Not
with
The
the
crack.
scar.
It's a
The crack.
lightning bolt.
Well, no. I thought there was a crack in the glasses.
That's in one of the movies, but
Yeah.
Yes,
well,
they
a
fix
couple of the movies. Yeah,
They always fix them. They have
The
magic.
crack is the lightning bolt. Yeah, I know, guys.
She can make you sleep underneath the stairs
Yeah.
now. You're not gonna get that reference either.
That one I did. I caught that one.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up underneath the stairs. Yeah, that wouldn't shock me at all.
I think it was Order of the Phoenix. That was the last one I saw in theaters.
You
Okay.
You
last couple are
have you
so
seen
good.
them all?
And it wasn't a matter of like I stopped watching it because like I don't like them. It's just
See,
I
you
stopped
could dress
watching them
up like
because I was like
Hermione and he could be
13.
Dobby.
Just I lost.
Okay.
Other stuff. Sorry.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's like sports are cool. We'll start doing that.
New Halloween idea for him and Emily.
Who or what?
Hermione and Dobby.
Oh.
I said I'll even give him a sock.
And
I
now with
don't
the
think
new-
you've even gotten that far.
Yeah.
You've never even seen Dobby get his sock.
No, probably not.
No, I think I've seen him sockless.
Exactly.
No
Oh,
sock.
Good night.
You can do the dog now. You can put the extra 2 heads on it on the side or something.
Oh.
We've got 2 of them. We'll just like put their leashes together and then add another head.
Yeah, there you go.
They're both black dogs too. So
Oh,
what-
there you go.
There we go.
But what was the dog? What was the 3-headed dog's name?
Morbius? No, not Morbius.
Size. No, that's
It is so much more innocent than any of these names you guys are coming up with.
I
Pluto.
can't remember.
Fluffy.
Fluffy. That's
Ah.
right. That's right.
That's
That's
fun.
right.
All right. Well, it looks like I got to watch some more Harry Potter.
I guess so.
But when we come back,
That's like you saying you've never seen Willow. It's just boggling to me. Because like one of the greatest Little People actors of all time was the star of that movie. It was such a huge thing.
hold on.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
I don't think I've heard of that one either.
Heard of it? I don't think I've ever seen it. Though.
It's a cheesy ass 80s fantasy movie, but it's so good. It's
Warwick
so
Davis.
good.
Yeah,
Warwick Davis is the dude.
yeah. He's
Yeah, never seen it. Never heard of it.
Who's
He-
the
he
actor
ran
that your
Oh,
dad was?
can I ask you a
Fly.
legitimate question? Am I allowed to take my daughter to see the live action version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
Yeah.
You sure? Because I heard there's a lot of people that aren't happy about it.
There's a lot of people that aren't happy about it because people think that the 7 dwarves should have all been
little people.
should have all been
Oh.
little people, and they did not cast 7 little people
They
in the movie.
Took our gerbs. Yeah, I'd be furious if you go.
Okay,
Don't support that crap,
I
bastards.
That's the
Whoa!
that's
You
the
can say that on
background
air.
to why
I try
people
to be
are
as proactive as I can with you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
No, I know.
It was why we had the whole discussion about micro wrestling.
Oh yeah,
Is because I wanted you to get your side out
yeah.
about
No, that was a good
your
conversation we
feelings
had.
Yeah.
It was a good conversation.
Hey, we had our stance.
Yes.
We told our side, but I also understand his side and he understands our side. We're not going there like normal people. And because we think it'll be funny.
Yeah.
We're going there to actually watch wrestling and
Because some of them are
athleticism.
To be fair, I think I
No,
would
they
think
are.
like 70-30. It's probably 70% like want to go there to actually see a wrestling show.
I would have went the other way with that just because of the locations that they're in.
Yeah, when they're like
Maybe.
dumpy
Maybe.
bars, then I'm
Yeah.
like, it's just all drunk locals.
If it's at a VFW, then I might lean his way because VFWs are set
If it's
up
in an
more.
actual venue,
Yeah.
then yeah.
And I'm more on this again. I'm also on the side that they might go in that ignorant siding that they watch the show and actually see like how athletic and how good the matches are. Probably change your mind or two.
Yeah, maybe.
But
It
of course,
just-
yeah.
It's less of the wrestlers, more of the whole.
It's the idea of it.
The idea, yeah.
Yeah, no,
No,
I
it's-
get you. I
yeah.
get you because back in the day, it was not a good thing.
No,
No, of course
no. But let's
Thank
talk
Vince McMahon for that one. Just another thing you can thank Vince McMahon for.
Yeah.
white supremacist. All right.
It's probably the nicest thing he's been called lately. Ooh.
2 days.
Oh.
2 days.
You gonna watch that on
I
Netflix?
think I'm gonna watch it. Yeah.
The Rise and Fall of Vince McMahon. Yeah, 6-parter. Oh, I got one for you. Have you watched Into the Fire yet?
No, was that one you told me about?
It's a crime drama docuseries. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that one.
Ooh, is this thing crazy?
Is it like a
The Lost Daughter.
Is it a docuseries like True or is it
True.
Those are my
True
favorite.
crime doc.
Tyler laughs at me because like if we're at my mom's, the room it's like our room at my mom's house, we don't have a TV, and I'm one where like I have to have background noise to fall asleep.
White noise. Me too. I think it's
And
I need it now.
Yeah,
I will-
any audio person's like that. We need something.
I will put True Crime on and fall
There is
Sleep.
death. Sorry, he should not be named. I apologize.
Oh, yeah, lick me, Eddie.
Got the engineer hotline. We have a problem.
Tim, come to the studio. Let's go.
Yeah, we got to talk college football real quick. Coming up next here on Blow the Whistle on SportsOnChicago.com.
From I have a dream. To yes, we can. Celebrating those that continue to inspire this Black History Month.
Those who tell us that we can't, we will respond with yes, we can. SportsStyleChicago.com.
Take that exit and get to the Southern Cafe, home of the Nasty Biscuit on Roselle Road in Roselle. Get over there and try the chicken fried chicken biscuit made with the Southern Cafe's house-made drop biscuit with buttermilk chicken fried chicken smothered in country gravy, topped with shredded cheddar and crumbled hickory smoked bacon. I always say that when you go to the Southern Cafe, you come out with 2 meals with the heaping amounts of food they serve you in every meal. I love to go to a place with outdoor seating. The Southern Cafe has a great outdoor seating area to help social distance, and I get to enjoy my breakfast outdoors. Open 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. to give you plenty of time to grab an amazing breakfast or lunch. Now get your butt over to the Southern Cafe on Roselle Road.
Hello?
It's speed walking day.
Dorothy? You're breaking up.
Did I mention we'd be slowing down when we pass the court where those fine brothers play ball?
I heard that.
Reduce your risk of cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Get active, eat right, and maybe even run into Mr. Right. Isn't sisterhood beautiful? For more information, go to everydaychoices.org. Brought to you by the American Cancer Society, the American Diabetes Association, the American Heart Association, the Ad Council, and this station.
Alert! Alert! Be gone, maxed out credit cards, overdue loans, suffocating interest rates, and relentless collection agencies. If your credit rating is making you and others around you cringe, there's only one thing to do, and that's to turn to the professionals at Creative Credit Solutions. Even if your credit is less than perfect, we'll help you get back on track. You can do it, and we can help. Call today or visit creativecreditsolutions.net for your free credit check report.
Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com. Mondays and Fridays from 2 to 3 p.m. as we talk NFL.
The game plan was really sound.
In the quarterback league. It has been. It still is.
Franchise-defining quarterbacks.
College football.
Will Jim Harbaugh make it through the season as Michigan's head coach?
Some more Big Ten talk.
And here's some things you wouldn't expect.
I would have never expected that.
Get all of that and more on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
And then there was 2. Wow. Wow, that's weird.
Wow. Wow, you're just going to disregard your lovely wife over here?
Well, no, now there's 3.
Did you hear him?
Oh,
now
shoot.
there's just 2.
Well, no,
wow.
I
can't. Wow.
You know what, David? You dig me in a hole.
You know what, though? To be fair.
Yeah.
I did want to tell you about this funny little conversation that we were laying in bed last night, and the topic of being happy with oneself came up. Happy place when I'm laying flat because I've got Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. My arms are short.
Big head.
So she thought that was hilarious. Literally made her belly laugh. Well, since it's just Emily here and
happy place,
my bathing suit area. As Sheldon or Sheldon would say on Big Bang Theory. So, did Tyler tell you how the 3 words came to existence?
I think so.
Of course you did.
I think I did. I probably didn't get the story completely right.
So we were going back and forth at her place, and we were just joking around, and I went, "You don't even like me," and she just goes, "I love you," and I went,
"Oh yeah."
You do?
Oh no, we were both not trying to say it for a very long time. And she just immediately covered up with a sheet. She's like, "That is not how I wanted this to happen." I said, it could not have happened any more perfect than what that just was. Because that's our relationship in a nutshell, is like just spontaneity and as much as we want to plan things and have things go a certain way, it never does with us. So
it keeps it fun and exciting.
a lot like the college football slate last weekend. Dude.
You have to start with me.
Dude. I mean, do you want? I can.
No, let's do it. Let's just rip it off like a Band-Aid.
My whole thing is.
I think I was just riding way too high.
No. I don't think you are. I think it's a freshman quarterback being a freshman quarterback.
But the thing is, he really didn't do all that bad. Like
he didn't have a bad game. It was pressure moments.
Yeah.
And
like overtime killed him.
Listen, I'll be very honest with you. This kid is going to be a stud.
Yeah, he's
absolutely. And the recruiting for Nebraska,
CBS has him ranked top 3 and NFL ready already compared to like the guys actually going to the draft.
It's like I was telling him because he was going through Twitter after the game, and all these people are just ripping on him, and I'm like,
please don't live in that Twitter.
Oh no, I don't care. I love people.
But like you
try
talking about how like
it's
people
funny.
were ripping on him and stuff, and I'm like, people got to remember this is a 19-year-old kid out there.
100%.
Like I was like, he can't even go to the bar and get a drink yet.
Hey, let me put it to you.
I'll tell you people that.
Let me put it
all
to
you
you this-
haters. Hold on one second. I got a nice little stat in the Big Ten, mind you. He is number 2 in touchdown passes with 8. Number 3 in completions with 83. Number 4 in passing yards with 967. And number 5 in completion percentage with 72.2%.
I mean, solid numbers for a freshman.
Fantastic numbers for a freshman.
And that's the thing that you're going to have to deal with this year. Yes. Is he going to be phenomenal? Absolutely. But there's going to be times where you go, what the hell?
Right. And you got to think, too, like he's a freshman. This is going to grab a lot of attention in Nebraska. And talent's going to be coming this way.
Don't worry, buddy. I got your back.
Yeah, you better kill him for me.
Oh, we're good.
I want you to destroy him.
Altmaier's not making it out of that game.
Make it hurt.
Should I tell her what happened this weekend? So Penn State won 56-0 over Kent State. This is where it gets fun though.
Oh yeah.
There has been a school record since 1926 at Penn State of 711 total yards. Penn State broke it this week with 717 yards of total offense
In one game.
in one game. Now,
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
that being said, how many yards do you think Kent State had total offense?
Like 50.
Close.
Winner, 62
Oh!
total yards.
You were closer than all of us.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Penn State's defense is a different dude than anything that Illinois has seen yet. And I'm not trying to poo-poo all over Nebraska. I think Nebraska has a very solid defense.
To me, Illinois, it's Brett Bielema, where he runs it down your throat, and he's always got a solid defense. And you got to watch out for the short game too, the short pass game too. That's what was killing him.
I could
Had
give
to
her,
make adjustments.
And they kept playing freaking zone.
let me be very
Shield in the zone.
let me be very honest with you when I tell you this. I could give a rat's poo what happens from 20 to 20.
Right.
It's 3 points, or they get it blocked, or whatever it may be. That being said, Illinois hasn't come up against a defense like this. That secondary might be the best secondary in the Big Ten, bar none.
No, they
and
shouldn't.
that's including Ohio State. Everybody wants to talk about how great Ohio State's defense is. I don't see them putting up donuts left and right.
No.
If you want to recap, let's recap. Penn State is now 3-0. They went to West Virginia, beat West Virginia 34-12. Bowling Green came in and gave them I think they overlooked Bowling Green. If you want me to be very honest.
That's how I looked at it too.
34-27 came back, won that game. Than they had all last season, Tyler.
No, I mean, it is competing for this big. Michigan, I'm not totally sold on Ohio State or Oregon because Oregon's been struggling.
Michigan's a non-comp until they learn how to throw.
Yeah, they'll just keep running.
Oregon, to me, if they figure it out,
Yeah.
Oregon can be very dangerous. They figured it out versus, who was it? I can't even remember. Oregon State.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just donkey stomped more Oregon State.
And it's they have time, even if they are having a horrible year. And so that's why I don't take it just for a grain of salt. Because
that they are as good, if not the same team they were last year.
To me, I looked at both. To me, I don't think either of them are anything special.
And I'll be very honest with you. The only team that scares me on the schedule, I mean, yeah, we're at USC. That's a little daunting for sure. But we have UCLA at Beaver Stadium.
UCLA sucks this year.
Wisconsin looks way worse than anybody thought they were going to this year.
They look really bad.
We have Ohio State at Beaver Stadium.
Whiteout game.
That isn't going to be a whiteout game. That's just
they said
that's going to be big noon kickoff.
It's Washington.
Washington
is the whiteout.
Yep. And then at Purdue, at Minnesota versus Maryland.
I just texted my dad and asked him, like, all right, we're talking Penn State, Illinois. You got any predictions? We'll see if he texts me back.
He thought Nebraska was going to be.
I can give you a prediction right now. It's not going to be pretty. This is an environment that Altmaier has never dealt with in his college career, where a kid, Shea Patterson, who played at Ole Miss and played against LSU and all these other teams, came out for their first drive as the quarterback of Michigan and had a delay of game called on him play one because people couldn't hear him. The decibel level in that place when it is a night game is something different.
And Lincoln gets loud for those games, but Beaver Stadium is loud.
Next year, you and them are coming with us.
Yeah.
Tyler and I are going out for. It's a possibility that. If they do, we'll go out there, and even if it's not a whiteout game, we'll go out there so you can experience Beaver Stadium.
Deal.
And yes, you can even sit by me having a Nebraska stuff on. If you get your ass kicked, that's not my problem.
Yeah, no, I did that to myself. That
no,
we'll see.
Penn State fans, they're pretty cordial unless it's Ohio State.
That's fair. I mean, everyone hates Ohio State.
Well, that's because they say
I gotta watch that. Untold.
The Signal.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
It's very interesting things.
Just like overall in college football, or just
because here's the thing: you're allowed to